Meisha and Todrick were
No.
saying pretty negative things about people when they weren't even there after the live feeds were, live feeds are up and we're not even in the house and they're still talking bad about us. And that's unnecessary. You say rude things about people who are not there, who can't defend
Right.
themselves. And I just thought that it was, it's childish and very, I didn't want to win like that.
Hey everyone, this is Anna Rumer with Pop Culture, and today we have with us the one and only Todd Bridges. Welcome, Todd.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Well, you are fresh out of the Celebrity Big Brother house. Looking back on your time in the house, was it anything like what you expected going in or totally different?
Nothing like what I expected. Definitely totally different.
What were you expecting? A little bit more fun, a little bit less backstabbing?
I was expecting people more my age. Yeah. I didn't expect new people in there, but it was totally different. Yeah. A lot of backstabbing, but it was pretty crazy.
It was crazy. I was watching the whole season and I mean, knowing what you know now, would you have played differently at all or were you sticking with the gameplay?
Oh, notice the way I play. I definitely would have got rid of Meisha and Todrick earlier. That's for sure.
Yeah, those two were a powerhouse.
Yeah, they stayed around too long. So
yeah. I mean, was it kind of not known in the house or was it like, oh, we can get them out later or what was going into that?
Well, I mean, I was planning on getting them out later. If I would have won that last HOH, I could.
Oh, I know.
I could have gotten Todrick out.
I was really rooting for you in that one. I thought that would have been a much better twist.
Yeah.
Well, and that finale was super intense watching it. I imagine it was intense to be there. What were you thinking when it's Cynthia who walks out? Meisha and Todrick are the final two.
Oh, we always knew that was going to be. I knew Cynthia was going to have to walk out. I already knew that. That was definitely going to happen. So
yeah, there was no hope that she was going to pull it out at the end.
No. Well, I was hoping she would win, but I guess she didn't. So
yeah. We kind of expected it too on the viewers' end. Well, and I mean, you talking online and talking when you were going up to give your vote, you made it very clear you were not down with the way Todrick was behaving in the house. What was it that got to you watching the live feeds back that you were like, I need to say something?
Well, it was that what Meisha, I mean, it was also Meisha. Meisha and Todrick were saying pretty negative things about people when they weren't even there after the live feeds were, live feeds are up and we're not even in the house and they're still talking bad about us. And that's unnecessary. You say rude things about people who are not there, who can't defend themselves. And I just thought that it was, it's childish and very, I didn't want to win it like that. That's how they won. So, God bless them. And I hope they're happy with it. But obviously Todrick is not happy what went on because he's hiding somewhere right now,
Right. I mean, what do you have to say about that? The fact that he hasn't really addressed any of the criticism against him.
Well, that's how people are when they know that they're wrong and he doesn't know what to say. So definitely he's showing his guilt.
Yeah. Well, and how did your feelings about him change from when you were in the house to when you were watching the live feed? Because he definitely talked a lot in the house too.
Yeah. Well, my feelings only changed when I got out of the house was like I said, all the negative stuff that was being said on the live feeds.
Yeah,
it's unnecessary, and Meisha chimed in. She did the same thing, it's unfortunate that people have to be like that, and if they want to win that way, more power to them,
Yeah, absolutely. And when you got out and you kind of saw what fans were saying, did it feel justifying to you in any way, shape, or form to see that other people were upset with what he was saying?
Oh yeah, definitely. The fans definitely were showing exactly what was being done. So I was definitely not happy, but I was like, I get it because after I watched them, I definitely get why they were saying that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and I thought what you said when you were delivering your vote really got across your point in a very clear, concise way. Did you brainstorm what you were going to say ahead of time? Was that something that came to you in the moment?
Oh, let me tell you, I wanted to say a lot more mean stuff, but I didn't let it come out. I just said what had to be said,
Yeah.
Because, watching those two, and even Meisha, watching the things Meisha said about people, it's just terrible. And I also believe that she knew that Todrick was lying certain times, but that was okay. So she backed that up. And I think that's just wrong. You don't do things like that.
Yeah, it sounds like you think that Meisha had more part to it than some people online are like giving her credit for.
Oh, I believe she had a lot more part to it now that I watch the live feeds. Definitely.
And how does it feel to see her win after that and take less heat than Todrick?
Well, the thing about it is that she could both get the same kind of heat, but there was no, we couldn't pick a third winner, like I was looking for a third key, but I unfortunately couldn't find the third key, that's the sad part.
Right.
We had to pick
right.
something.
Well, and she has apologized a little bit since then. Does that earn any credit with you, or you're like, nah?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. So
yeah. You need a little bit more of a direct conversation.
Where is she apologized at? I didn't see that.
She apologized to Shayna. We did an interview with her a little bit earlier, and she apologized for some of the things that she'd said to Shayna. So I didn't know if
that's good. At least she's done that part.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and what would it be for Todrick and Meisha to kind of get back in your good graces after everything went down?
Apologize for the negative stuff they said about me on the live feeds, and that's it.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. Would that apology would be good with you, or would there?
It definitely would be, for sure. I'm a forgiving person, so.
Yeah. And I mean, that's an insane environment. What was that like to, go through all of that with all these people and then get out, find out that some people were talking bad about you? I mean, that's got to be a total craziness.
Well, because it's an insane environment, and then you get out and you find that out. It just makes you realize that how cunning and conniving people can be, what I mean? And it makes you, I don't lose faith in mankind. I just lose faith in those two. Because even before I got out there, I was going to vote for Todrick, So what he did, unfortunately, he was the lesser of the two evils. Mm-hmm. I mean, Meisha was the lesser of the two evils. So
right. Mm-hmm.
Because of that, that's the only reason why I voted for her too, but it's unfortunate that people have to go into a game and then, afterwards talk bad about people, even when they're not there. That's just unnecessary. So I don't understand why, I know the game is a game, it's supposed to be played, and you're supposed to try to win, but I can't win like that. I'd rather be happy with myself than be very upset with myself.
Right, absolutely. Well, and have you had any conversations with the other house guests about what went down?
Yeah, we all talk pretty on a regular basis. Everybody's really, everyone else is great. I have no interest on keeping a friendship with those two, but I do with the other ones. The other ones everyone's great. I like talking to Carson. I like talking to Lamar. Me and Lamar are going to do some stuff together, and I love talking to Teddy, and Shayna, and Fitzpatrick, and Kirkpatrick, sorry, and Kajane. It's nice to know that I made some good friends coming out of there.
Yeah. So there were some moments of struggling. You came out of it maybe a net positive, or would you say net negative?
No, net positive, I would definitely say.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and is there any message that you'd like to share with fans or any of your fellow house guests right now?
This emergency. Hey, everybody, I love everybody. I think they're all good, really good people.
Yeah.
Except the other two.
Right, exactly.
But I think that it's a tough show, to go in there and be, in a place for 26 days without any outside information, without any news. I missed the Super Bowl, I missed all kinds of stuff, So would I do it again? I don't know. That'd be a long, hard thought. That's for sure.
I was going to ask about maybe an all-star season or something like that. You'd have to really get a good pitch for that.
I'd have to get a definitely good pitch for that, because thinking about that, do it again, that'd be rough.
Right. At least give you a little space and time to be home in between.
Oh yeah. I am glad that I'm home. This is the greatest feeling, is to be home, but I'm just still extremely exhausted. I haven't, not be so tired yet.
I mean, you got so many people in the house, it's impossible to get a good night's sleep, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a good night's sleep here, and it's still impossible because there's too many distractions going on.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's crazy. What's it been like on social media after you got out of the house? Because I know it's been popping off.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy, but I just like reading the comments and listening to what people are saying, and it's just interesting.
It is. Well, is there anything that we should know that you've got coming up where we can see you next? Now that you're not in the house, we don't get to watch you on the live feeds.
Well, me and Lamar are going to do a show together. We don't know if it's going to be a reality show or just a regular TV show or podcast. We're working that out right now with our managers. So as soon as we get done, we'll let everybody know.
That's amazing. Can you tease what it's going to be about at least, or just you guys talking together?
Yeah, we're just working it out. So
that's awesome. I love the bromance between you two, and I loved watching you this season. So I really appreciate you talking with me today.